Hello and welcome to SRIRAM's IAS. Today we are back again in our series in which we discuss the key economic concepts, because this series, which we call Economics from Basic to Advanced, in which we are simplifying Indian economy for UPSC exam. Now this session and this series is important. Why? Because UPSC particularly focuses on these topics for its prelims and mains. Suppose today we are discussing the key important topic, that is the circular flow of money in the economy. Now economy is all about money and growth and development, and in the past series we have already discussed some of the key topics. That is, for example, we discussed the production, consumption, we discussed the production possibility frontier, we also discussed the market equilibrium. Now we will discuss that in the macroeconomics, what is the main key aspect, where should we understand that how money is actually flowing in the economy, how is it actually flowing, and why is the flow of this money circular in shape. We will understand it. Be with me and try to make running notes along with me. So let's begin to understand circular flow of economy. In a simple economy, we have just one transaction. In the simple economy, we have just one transaction. That is, a firm is actually producing the things. Till this date, we have discussed this thing, that production is the objective of firms. They produce only to earn profit, and the consumers or the households, these households, they consume. They consume, and they are consuming for what? In order to satisfy their utility. बहुत सिंपल सी चीज़ है. हमने प्रॉफिट के ऊपर, प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन के ऊपर प्रोडक्शन पॉसिबिलिटी कर्व भी पढ़ लिया. हमने प्रोडक्शन के ऊपर प्रोडक्शन पॉसिबिलिटी फ्रंटियर, जो कि इंटरलिंक्ड कॉन्सेप्ट है, उसी में हमने कंजप्शन में ये भी चीज़ पढ़ ली, दैट यूटिलिटी, मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी होती क्या है. वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड ऑल ऑफ दिस. We already know that there is a concept of demand and supply which is behind this. So here firms will do, one key goal of the firms is to produce, and they will supply this production of goods and services to households, and these households in turn will pay them. These households will pay the firms for the goods and services which they are consuming. Again, there is one more thing. Now, this money which went to firms, they will utilize this money to what? To produce goods and services. In order to produce goods and services, firms need labor. Firms will need labor. So this labor will be supplied by households to firms. Now this labor will also be getting remuneration or wages or salary from the firms. This sets the basic model of circular flow of economy. बहुत सिंपल सी चीज़ है, समझ में आ गया यहाँ तक. Now, considering this, there is a flow of money which is very simple. The flow is very simple. It is, households are supplying labor and they are paying for goods and services. Households are receiving goods and services. They are also receiving salary and wages. Why? Because they have excess labor. Now, this is the simplest model of this circular flow of economy. But now, yes, we need to understand the more complex model of this circular flow so that we fit in this in the macroeconomics. How does this work in macroeconomics? बहुत ही सिंपल चीज़ है जो हम यहाँ पे समझने वाले हैं. Very simple, very basics. Here we had firms and we had households. there was a particular flow between the two. The flow was very simple. Goods and services plus wages. Here it was rupees plus labor. But yes, there is one more thing, that in order to balance this market, remember one thing, in order to balance this market, regulate this market, in order to ensure that this market works properly and with efficiency, to provide the basic environment for this market to work properly, we introduced, or the society made government, and this government is actually regulating the market. But what is government actually doing? Government either imposes taxes or it actually does what? It provides subsidies. That is the three sector model of this circular flow. Then we introduced one more thing, that is the two sectors or the three sectors are also interacting with, they are also supplying these products in the foreign market. And they are also, this market of ours, this economy of ours, this country of ours is receiving the products from foreign market into our market. Therefore, there are exports and there are imports also. बहुत simple सी चीज. Then we introduced one more sector of this economy, and this sector is again very basic, that is the financial institutions. What do the financial institutions do with this model? They either help you or help the households to save, or they provide the loans, or we can say capital, to the market. Okay? Now understand, these banks, these financial institutions, the government and the foreign sector, this total makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 sector model of circular flow of economy. ठीक है? Circular flow of economy का 5 sector model, this is it. Now understand that there is something which is interacting with our market, which was basic in nature, but now there are different things which are interacting with our market. What are these things? 3 things: financial sector, government and the foreign market. Now how are they interacting actually? If this government is imposing taxes and subsidies, all of these things, whether that is tax or whether that is export, whether that is the loans or savings, these all have an impact. Impact of what? That the money is either flowing out of this model or is flowing into this model. The money is either flowing out of this 2 sector model or is flowing into this 2 sector model. That is how we say that either this money is a leakage, or this money is an injection, into this model. Okay? So the money, either it is getting injected into the model or it's getting leaked out of the model. Very simple. What is injection over here? The subsidies which government provide are the injections. However, or subsidies, we can say investments, or we can say the consumption which government does is an injection into this model, or the taxes which government charge of households and firms. This money otherwise was lying in this sector only, but now it is taken out by government and government takes this money out. This is a leakage. Again, the exports, which are the goods and services, they are being taken away, but these exports bring in money from foreign market into our model. Now if they are bringing money into our model, this is the injection into the model. The money is being injected into the model. ठीक है. Again, imports, they take away the money from here and they deposit or park this money outside. What does this mean? That a person who imported this remote from outside, he actually took his money and parked it out of this country, out of this circular flow of model. That is why it's known as a leakage. Similarly, financial institutions, the savings which households did with financial institutions, these savings are basically what? Simple. These savings otherwise would have flowed into the system only. Now these savings are being parked with the banks. Then the bank will create loans and it will come back and it will be an injection into the model. With this, I will say that we have just simplified this concept of circular flow of economy, circular flow of money in the economy. अगर आपको ये समझ आता है, hit the thumbs up in comment section. अगर आपको कोई और डाउट है इस चीज से रिलेटेड, इस कॉन्सेप्ट से रिलेटेड, यू कैन आस्क दैट डाउट ऑल्सो इन दी कमेंट सेक्शन. प्लस अगर आपको प्रिपरेशन से रिलेटेड हेल्प चाहिए तो देयर इज अ पर्टिकुलर लिंक विच इज गिवन इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन सेक्शन एंड यू कैन डू वन थिंग, यू कैन जस्ट गो एंड click that link, fill the Google form and get connected to us for mentorship. With this, we conclude today's discussion. Thank you. All the best to all of you. And yes, tomorrow people are writing mains. कल से mains शुरू हो रहा है. There is a good luck, good wishes from my side to all the people who are writing mains. Go ahead, crack this exam.